For female, male, female, we have seen it, it has been gradual. It used to be from southeastern part of Nigeria over the years, female higher than that we have been watching over the last 10 years, female slightly and even radically higher than male. Then by last year it went as far as southwest, but now it's becoming national. This is the first time that we have more female than male. And yes, it's a good development, but it also has its own drawback. Because as we are having these brilliant girls coming up, they will end up in some homes. I hope these brilliant girls will not end up in the hands of men that are not worthy of such girls. That's why I think that as part of girl child education, promotion of girl child education, we should also promote boy education, because some of these girls will end up in the hands of the boys that are not trained. Educated. And at the end of the day, they will make nonsense of these brilliant girls. So I say, yes, it's a good thing. It's for gender parity, but also we must keep our eyes where things are going wrong, because some of the boys are not looking in the direction of education. And when we talk of education, we are talking about different things. When my brother and respected veteran school administrator spoke about only 4 people are in education, you know what he's talking about. That he's not talking about being educated. Many professors, many people have been minister for education. He's talking about people who specialize in education. That is those, and taking that, for me, it is out of respect for teacher education, out of respect for teachers. We don't want to present them in bad color. Otherwise, anybody who wants to study education, we have no business conducting UTME for them, because the vacancy available for them, those who apply, they are not up to. The demand is not up to supply. So, strictly speaking, those who want to study Agric, those who want to study education, even if they score 10 over 400, they should be admitted. And that will tell you that the ranking exam we are conducting has more to do with space rather than with the ability of the individuals. You want to put people and say, oh, we have space. For education, those who apply, where we have over 120,000 space for education, all those who apply this year, I would be surprised if they are up to 30,000. So if you take them, but at the end of the day, how we get people for them? That those who want to go for medicine, want to go for engineering, and they failed, and they have nothing else to do. They say, okay, we can take education. So that is how we now rake. And even then, we hardly have.
Is that a good way to go?
My friend, it's not a good way to go. But the reward system.
Yes.
The reward system shows clearly that we don't care about education. If somebody graduates today as a professor for more than 25 years, how much will my salary be? Definitely, just a bit, I will take a bit higher than 500,000. And it's just courtesy of this recent increase. It used to be 450,000. But a small boy who graduated 10 years ago and is working in CBN or NNPC, the allowance he will get is more than that. I know of a lady who worked for the same federal government and has a PhD before she gave birth to the boy. And the boy, he went to primary, secondary school. The woman is still working with the same federal government, and then graduated and became a medical doctor. Why the woman, the mother, with PhD before the boy was born, is still earning 300,000 as a teacher. The medical doctor's son is earning about 800,000. So the reward system is so skewed against the teachers. And we are all saying, no, it's okay, it's okay. We are damaging the system. I believe that federal government, in its wisdom, approved the teacher special salary scale for teachers in secondary school and primary schools. I think we should implement that as the beginning, to begin to give some some integrity, some confidence in the teachers. If we do not pay them properly, I'm not even talking about those of us who are the tertiary institution, those secondary and primary. Of course, a professor who hands 1/4 of what a permanent secretary hands, and even in retirement, they will tell you if you are a professor for 20 years, when you retire with your full salary. It's not true. It's not implemented. At the end of the day, you retire and you start looking for another thing to still do in retirement. The point I'm making is that government needs to pay attention to the issue of teachers. The reward system is so poor that you will find out that nobody. When I go on visiting these schools, I ask some of these people who are just coming, how many of you want to be doctors? How many of you want to be when you say how many of you want to be teachers? In fact, recently I had to give 2,000 to one out of about 500 who raised I want to be a teacher, and I said, oh, why would you want to be a teacher? And the boy told me frankly that I want to be a vice chancellor. Yeah, so right. You can see he wants to be a vice chancellor. That's why he wants to be a teacher. So you can see. So the point I'm making is that unless we are deceiving ourselves, we need to, and our state government, if we need to prostrate to them, we need to. To me, we are talking of state police. I'm not impressed because there is nothing we handed over to the state that survived. Go and look at them. The primary schools, public primary schools are almost dead. Primary health centers that you handed over to them, where is it now? Hand over the police too, you will see what they will become. Yes. So as far as I'm concerned, we need to look at what we are doing. I am not saying that we should not decentralize power. I'm not thinking, but let us be careful, particularly when we are talking about education, about security. The antecedents of what had been handed over to the state government that I know of will not recommend that we hand over police. If you ask for my opinion, I would say let's start with the civil defense. Let's now hand over the Nigerian civil defense to the state and see how they perform. If we see them destroying that, we will, because it will be too late for us if they destroy the Nigerian police before we now. It's not something emotional that you run into. Yes, anyway, that, yes.